Hello, hello. Happy Tuesday. I'm Debbie Danford from craftiercreations.blogspot.com. Excuse me. I've been getting over this nasty cold or something that I've had going around. But doing much better, feeling better. Just wish the whole stuffed up nose thing would go away. But today I'm coming to you with, excuse me, as soon as I start talking, then all of a sudden I have to cough. Today I'm coming to you with the Nature's Paintings Kit, and I pulled it. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I pulled a kit to do this for today because I am doing a promotion with kits for this month. So if you purchase any kit you purchase this month, all the profit that I make from it will go towards the Susan G. Komen breast cancer research place. So I would love to have you, support me and something near and dear to my heart at the same time. Now, I picked this kit because this is the kit we're going to be using in my monthly club bonus class. And I've had it for a while. It's not a new kit. It's been out for a few months, but once I started playing with it a couple days ago, I got it out and started playing with it. I fell in love with it right away. It is a beautiful kit that anybody can do watercoloring with, even if you've never done it before. And of course, the directions are very simple in here because it's going to be however you want to color something is really what it's going to come down to. So it just kind of tells you some basics. But I'm going to show you one that I started yesterday. I did part of it already just so that it wouldn't take so long to color because it does take a little bit of time. Now, what comes in this kit? So you get this packet here, and it comes with, gosh, how many are actually in here? You know what? 24. So there's 24 designs in here, and there's 2 of each. So there's 12 designs, and then there's 2 extra pages. So I think it's 2 at the end. I'll just go through them really quick. So there's this beautiful peony, which I've already done one of those. That's what I did for the our bonus class. I'm pretty sure this is from a magnolia tree, but I could be wrong on that. So if I'm wrong, please, somebody else knows different, please correct me. Some of them I wasn't quite sure on, but these are blueberries. Excuse me. So we have 2 of those. The poppies. Beautiful poppies. This one is leaves, and I want to say it's probably hydrangeas, but I don't really know what these little round type flowers are, and there's some other little things there. And maybe it's just an array of different flowers there. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm just guessing on that one. And then you have beautiful leaves. I almost picked to do this one today, but I chose a different one, and you'll see here in a minute. So I love the leaves. I don't know what this flower is. I'll be honest. It looks very familiar, but I couldn't figure it out. Sorry, I had to get a drink of my tea. So I'm not sure. So anybody that knows what maybe this one is, yeah, please let me know. So yeah, I couldn't figure that one out. And then we have nasturtium. I really like that one. Then we have, this one's got some fall leaves with some acorns on it. So you get some fall and holiday designs in here too. I'm not really sure. I think this is just supposed to be like seed pods. Couldn't think of the word, but I don't know what for. So I'm not really sure on that one. That one's kind of puzzling me. And then we have, of course, poinsettias for the holidays. And then you have a couple blank ones, which is great because you could stamp something else and then do the same thing. And then you get 2, 4, 6, you get 8 watercolor pencils, and you get a water painter with it. Now, right now, during celebration, and we just added like 6 or 7, I don't even remember how many it was, new items that you can earn during the celebration going on right now. So if you were to buy this kit, You could also add on extra watercolor pencils if you wanted to. We have 2 different packs. We have watercolor pencils. This is basically one. This is an old version of number 1 because they've changed it just a little bit, but I didn't buy a new one yet. And I'll show you what colors are different in just a sec. And then this is watercolor pencil assortment pack number 2. On this particular one, the Bermuda Bay, the Pacific Point, and the Rich Raspberry are no longer colors that we have. So they've replaced it with blue, a fresh freesia, and a pecan pie. But I don't have a new set of that one. I just have this one still. I didn't get a new one yet. But you could add on both of these, the kit and a pack of dimensionals, and you would be at the $60 range, and then you would earn a free celebration item, which would be awesome. And like I said, they've added some new ones on just today. Now, I didn't open mine. The only one that's in here that I don't have is Berry Burst. So that's a new one. That's probably, I'm not sure. Oh, it must be just a new one that's in this pack because it's not in either one of the other packs. But I have some of the other colors. So the only one we're not going to use is the Berry Burst. But the one we're going to use today is the sunflower one, which you didn't see in there because I made a full card. So here's what the sunflower one looks like. Now, when you first are coloring and stuff on these, you will need to trim them down for a card front because they are bigger. I want to say they're 4 by 6, but let me measure really quick. I want to say they're 4 by 6. Oh, 4.5 by 6. So they're 4.5 by 6. So if you're putting them on a card front, you will have to cut them down. And a couple of them do have, like an outline around them. So you want to make sure you're cutting off on each side to keep it proportionate, and same with top and bottom. Okay, so this is what we're going to work on. And I already started it because it doesn't take that long to do them, but I didn't want you to sit here and watch me color for like 30 minutes to make this one. So I already started with some of it. Now, when I did this one, I pulled in some of the other colors here of some of the greens. Oh, I thought I already had them out. So here they are. I was going to say, what did I do with them? I pulled in the Granny Apple Green, the Old Olive, and then I pulled in the Crushed Curry. So we're going to pull in 3 other colors here that are not in this pack that comes with it. And then I have a water painter that already has water in it. Okay, so all you're going to do is, it's really all about coloring. Now, I'll show you how I did it, and I'm not going to claim to fame to be the next best colorer out here. But this is what my system is for this. And to get the leaves, now if you just want the leaves all one color, of course you can do all one color. And I tend to highlight the lines of the detail that are in here from the artists who created these. So I kind of go with that. And if you want, you can do a little bit of very light. Now I'm starting out very light right here. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and add some of the Granny Apple Green. And like, there is no right and wrong how you do this. And then I'm going to add a little bit of the Old Olive. I liked the leaves to be a little bit of all the colors and not just one color. Now, I use my glass mat. And by the way, the glass mat, if I'm remembering correctly, it is $60, which would earn you, before shipping and tax, which would earn you a celebration item, which would be awesome. It is great. I love the glass mat. If you don't have the glass mat, you can just use a clear block, like this as your palette if you want. That works too. Or if you have like a craft mat or even wax paper works. I squirt a little bit out here on my glass mat, and I just make sure the brush is wet, not dripping, just wet. And then I'm going to come in and just pretty much start painting the water over where you've got the color or the area you're wanting to color. Because remember, this will now spread where you take this brush. Now, if you want to pick up, let's say you've got a spot, or maybe you want to highlight something and you want to pick up a little more color, you can take the watercolor pencil and you can take the tip of your brush just like this and get it wet and then add a little more color somewhere. And you can do that with any of them. So there's our green, and if you feel like it's not quite wet enough, you don't want it to be soaking on here. I mean, if you get too much water, you can always use a paper towel or a tissue to clean it off. Now I'm just kind of cleaning off the brush just a little bit. There's not much on it. So there's our other leaf. See how easy that was? Now, what I did for the sunflowers, and here, we're going to start with the big one. Whoops. Now, I went ahead and used some of the crushed curry and the Daffodil Delight on this one. And all I did is kind of drew a couple little marks or lines following those lines. I went around to the sunflower. Now, something else I did that I'm going to do right now is I also colored really lightly on the outside of the sunflower with the crushed curry, and then I went in with the early espresso, and I did the inside. Now, I'm a light touch, I guess you could say. I do the same thing with blending. I've got a very light touch. If you want things darker, you certainly can push a little bit harder, and then you'll get a little bit darker effect. Now I'm going over the, what color was that again? Daffodil Delight, or crushed curry, sorry. And I'm going over the crushed curry with the early espresso at the same time, okay? So there's both of those. So now, let's go ahead and start to do some blending. I'm going to start here with the center. And then I'm just going to move to the outside. And you're going to see some of the yellows, some of the browns. And it's not all going to be the same, and that's okay. Doesn't have to be. And if you want a little bit more, like maybe I want a little bit more brown out here, again, we can use the tip of the brush. Okay. Now, whoops, forgot to go back. We want to take the Daffodil Delight, and we're going to add that in with that crushed curry. Okay. And just keep going around. Just like this. Okay, and we can always go back and add more if we need to. Okay, now we're going to pick up our water painter, and again, just start dragging our color. I tend to like to work this direction so that I'm dragging it to the tip, but whatever works, you know, for your comfort. I don't know why I work from this direction. That's just what's comfortable for me, to go from, I guess, the center of the flower up to the tip. Okay, and then we'll just keep going round. And if you feel like you need more water, you just dip it in, because you're not putting a whole lot of water on it. It's just more about the tip of the brush being wet. This would be a great kit to have like at your desk at work, and you know, at lunchtime you could just pull one out and start doing a little bit of coloring. You wouldn't have to assemble, you know, have everything to assemble all the cards you want to make with it. Just sit down and do some coloring. It's very therapeutic, honestly. I had so much fun when I was putting the cards together that I did for my bonus class for my monthly club card kits. So they always have the option of adding on a bonus class that I do, and since I'm doing a kit promotion this month, I thought it was a perfect time to do a kit for the bonus class. So I haven't done one in bonus class. Usually it's a standalone stamp set or something like that. So, all right. And we almost have this one done. And you see how quick that really went? It really does not take that long. Now, if you decide you're like, oh, I need it to be a little bit darker, then you can just take your watercolor painter, and add a little bit more. Now, what I want to do actually is grab the, oh, where did my other yellow go? Not there, not there, not there. Old olive, granny apple green. Oh, here it is. I always look at it and think, ooh, think it's brown because it kind of looks brown, but it is a yellow. It's just a darker yellow. So I'm going to take some of this, and then I'm going to go add, just randomly, not each one, and that'll change the dimension of it just because some will be a little bit darker. There we go. I like it. Okay, so there's that one. So now I would move along and then do our next sunflower here. So again, we would take, lightly color the outside of this, and then take the early espresso, and then lightly here, and then we'd go ahead and paint our water and blend it all together. And I want a little bit more brown here. It got a little too much yellow there, which is fine. It'll work. We all know flowers in nature are never exactly the same. Okay, there. I like that. Again, then we'll do the same thing here for our other petals on the sunflower. And then let's go back and add some of the Daffodil Delight. Okay, and now we can come in with our, excuse me, with our water painter and do the same thing. Just Just keep working your way around. Now I feel like this one I could have put a little bit more color on. I think it's a little bit lighter in some spots. So I'll probably go back and add some more of the crushed curry and just add a little bit more dimension with the color. I missed this one over here. All right, almost have this one done. And then we'll see what it looks like here. Or if I missed a spot, let's get those little tiny areas. Okay, now I would probably grab this and just do a little bit of picking up some of the color. Just to make it a little bit darker in some areas there. Like I said, I just feel like it adds a little bit of dimension to it. All right, and there you go. That's pretty much it in a nutshell on that. And I would just clean the brush out and clean it out, wipe up excess water that I have there. Just make sure it's all clean on the paper towel. And then you're done with that. And then this is our almost finished. So then I would take this, looks like I splattered a little bit there, which is fine, because what you could do, since I did splatter, you probably can't see it. You can also take, let me grab my Stampin' Write. I'm going to grab the black one, marker. I'll bring in a scrap piece. And then you can take the brush tip and you could do a little bit of splattering on the background of this. That'll hide my little faux pas there. Nobody will ever know. And all I'm doing is taking the brush tip and you just flick, just like that. Okay. And you can use either one of the markers, the Stampin' Write or the Stampin' Blends. Now I would trim this down. I'm not gonna finish it and trim it down in the video here today. I have everything ready to do it, but I decided I'm not gonna have you watch me trim down till I get it to, I think I did these at 3 7/8. If I remember right. Oh, no, I did it by 4 5 1/4, and then I did the basic black at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, just so we had a nice little border around it. And then I stamped the Thinking of You, and then I just cut around it and cut it out. This is from the Everyday Greetings. I just stamped it on a piece of white with Memento Tuxedo black ink, and then I just hand cut around it and deconstructed a piece of the Daffodil Delight ribbon here. Oh, it's tangled around something now because I didn't cut the whole thing off. Oh, it's all tangled up now. Anyway, this is really, I love this ribbon. It's nice and thin and it deconstructs so easy. This one was great to deconstruct. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this project today. Like here, and if you wanted to paint some Wink of Stella on here, you certainly could do that too. But I hope you enjoyed the project, and I hope this inspires you to buy a kit or 2 or 3. Remember, all my profit goes to the Susan G. Komen breast cancer. So from now until the end of February, I'll be running this promotion on all kits. So I will probably be showing a couple more kits throughout the month on either Tuesday or Thursday when I go live. So yeah, Hope to see you all then. I will have the info for the Susan G. Komen breast cancer kit event. And my friend Tracy Evans Langley is doing this with me. And we're going to have a free Zoom event on, I think it's Saturday, March 1st. I think that's, yes, Saturday, March 1st from 10 to 12. It'll be a free Zoom event. If you buy a kit, you'll get invited to it. And then you can just come make kits. You can hang out. You can craft. You can just chit chat, whatever you want. We just decided to make it like a big get together for people that bought kits throughout the month from either one of us. So yeah, we're excited about it. Anyway, if you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out and contact me. And like I said, I will put the info for the kits in the comments below, and you'll have the link there on, finding where all the kits are, and the link to buy the kits with the host code already attached for you. See you guys again on Thursday. Bye, guys. Have a good day.